All right, guys. So, little recap. You guys ended up meeting the priest. Had a nice little discussion with him about the incinerators and some stories about how they ended up, um, of what they did and what the last incinerator did. And you guys went ahead and had a little bit of a rest at the campsite that you found, a little far away from the, you know, what I can only describe as the light bandit slaughter. You also managed to capture the bandit captain. And luckily, it seems that you were able to not only tie him up, but make sure he had a significant amount of brain damage. um, okay, I'm gonna put you guys back on the campfire thing. Oh my god, totally forgot he had that. All right, we'll leave that there. All right.
Really put fucking advertisements.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you put fucking
Royal, are you here?
Yep, there it is. There it is.
We're like
Oh.
not even in the fucking information age, and we already have fucking
I
advertisements.
mean, he made that while you guys were having story time with the incinerators.
About the incinerator.
Okay. So, ignoring the clearly nighttime kind of aesthetic, we're going to call this early dawn. With those of you who don't need to sleep only for about 4 hours, it's going to be maybe about like 5, 6 in the morning right about now. As most of you start to wake up from whatever sleep or sentry modes you're in.
Nothing like sleeping on the cold, hard ground. Oh, what the hell, I'm used to it. Better than the rocking of a boat.
You enjoy this?
Not necessarily.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Me and my father used to do this a couple times on a camping trip, but this is awful. I much prefer a mattress.
Then why are you out here?
Because I have no other choice, Mizuno.
That's fair, but this beats the rocking of a boat. That stays with you for a while.
You do have a point. My father was very good at living the sailor's life. I'm not so keen on that.
You're not gonna throw up the next time we're on a boat, are you?
No, as long as I don't smell that awful smell in the harbor of Grand Huron. I should be alright.
I shall recreate the smell.
Please don't.
I would like to touch one of Cassius's clothing and make it smell like he
Nope. I'm going away. Nope. Staying away from you.
Please. Come closer.
Respectfully, no, Clank.
Clank, go right ahead.
Yes. Unrespectfully, Clank does what he pleases.
Nope, Cassian, back out. Fuck you.
I will get you when you sleep next.
Hey,
I never
I
sleep.
kind of go up and grab Clank. Hey, next time he's asleep, we'll make his pillow smell like it.
That is a fantastic idea. How unfortunate. Is everyone awake, or do I have to start kicking people?
Everyone's awake. Clank or someone, can we go take down the bandit captain who's hanging by his ass in the tree, please?
I mean, he's hanging by his leg.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. By his ass. Ass up, head down. This man has to be passed out. Yeah, possibly. Please check. Can I go check to make sure he's not fucking dead?
Okay. Are you asking?
I'm standing right next to him.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Suspending somebody from their ankles is not often fatal for a few days.
I'm not gonna ask how you know that.
I guess I'll trust you. Fair enough. We should get moving though. The quicker that we can get this Flayer priest back to town and this bandit captain back, the quicker we can get paid and do other things.
That's fair.
We were throwing rocks at him before.
Depending on how well his brain can take the extra blood pressure, he may just be passed out.
You could always check him.
Yeah, can
Somebody poke him with a stick.
Can I
will
make a
definitely
medicine
check
check?
him.
I'd like to make a medicine check on him. Make sure he's not dead.
All right, so go ahead and roll me medicine with both. If okay, so
I guess they're rolling
Walk
normal. My bad.
as well, it's basically the same. Left roll is always first, anyways. So
Yeah.
as you and Ulgu walk up to check out the bandit captain, you observe the bandit captain for any serious injuries, and you notice that much of his head is covered in large purplish welts. His right eye has started to turn very bloodshot. The bandit doesn't seem... He's breathing. Well, it might be a little hard. He doesn't seem to respond to any stimuli.
Apparently, he did not. He could not. I'm gonna
You're quite
let
certain that he's in a coma.
Dude, look, what do we do to this poor man? Oh
You
my-
were pitching stones at him.
I was not doing
earlier.
anything. I was asleep. I was one of the first ones asleep.
Well, a miracle can still heal him.
Oh my
Typical
oh my
elf
goodness.
I'm gonna
falling asleep.
I'm gonna drop him from his suspension and just start dragging him.
Make sure
Oh
you
my
catch him
oh
when you
come
drop.
on. At least pick him up.
Why would I do that?
He doesn't need more he's already in a coma.
It's not gonna damage his brain further.
Goodness.
It's not like I'm pulling him at any significant speed.
Just if we saw it hitting a rocky part of the road, please pick him up. We at, like,
You're
at
asking
least
me to-
we at least owe him that.
You are asking me to do far
I
more
mean, he is a rebel. Just
Yeah.
saying.
than... Yes, he's tied up.
Regardless, are we about to get on the road? Mr. Flair Priest, are you ready and able?
So you can see Ethan just kind of laying against one of the logs, still asleep.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm gonna kick the log next to him.
Nah.
Good morning. It's time to move. You ready?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The sun's not even up yet.
Exactly.
That's
That's the perfect time to move.
Why?
Do you want to have us get ambushed
Look,
by
we
more
can get
bandits?
there. Just like, come on, please. Just
And give him
give me a little
5
bit.
minutes.
You can either deal with my rambling, or the quicker we get to Grand Huron, the quicker you can go to sleep in a nice, comfortable bed instead of sleeping on a log.
Fine. All right.
You know,
As he kinda-
you remind me of my sister waking up in the morning. That is hilarious.
As he just kind of sighs and gets back. As Ethan kind of just, use the log to prop himself back up. All right, just give me like 1 minute.
priest man.
Uh-huh.
You can ride on my shoulders if you require rest.
I think you're vastly underestimating how much this armor weighs.
I
He
think
has
you're
a point
vastly
there.
Underestimating how much I can carry.
That's okay. Yeah,
I'm actually kind of intrigued on trying to see that. Don't mind me, I'm eating my ration. For breakfast.
Speaking of intrigue, let us not forget that Cassius just mentioned he has a sister. Clank has alternative functions. Clank has needs. Clank has desires.
Good luck getting the Clank. Good luck.
I think this unit we have is defective.
Never.
Clank, with all due respect,
I think she has a thing for that. It's called a mancer.
Clank,
look that up.
with all due respect, my sisters are some of the most powerful arcanists in our country. They
So
would
they
turn you into a
definitely-
scrap heap.
He
So they
just said
definitely
plural.
have blades in their vaginas. Got it.
He just said sisters, that means there's more. I have higher probability.
So, are we going to, like, marry into, like, a royal family and be all that, fucking bullshit?
What are you all saying that you would like to date my sisters?
At this point now,
Nah.
yes. But no.
I mean, if they all
Dating.
have your personality, I'd rather not.
Oh,
No
God, no.
offense.
I'm not.
Fucking got him.
If anything, they don't know the property of fun. The idea of fun is
See-
studying and doing experiments.
Ethan's gonna just look over at Aldak. Well, I suppose, but these people are What happened between last night and now that's caused you people to what is happening?
What do you mean?
I had a really long rest. That
Don't
6
even-
hours, that 6 hour sentry rest felt like 3 weeks. It was so good.
What? Aren't you awake for the entire thing?
Like I said, sentry rest.
What?
Ethan, if you'll learn one thing about traveling with us is that even though we just met, it feels like we've known each other for years, and we have the banter
How?
to
You
back it
literally
up.
just said you just met.
We have the banter to make it so. Questioning it will only hurt that brain of yours, I promise.
I got to kill something yesterday. I'm in a good mood.
Oh god
He's
damn it.
gonna kind of like rub the part of his mask where his temple would be. Okay, I guess. You know what? Let's get moving. So he just
Alright,
kind of stands up.
Yeah, I'll try and help him up if he holds a hand out.
No, I'm not that old. So he just waves, swats away your hand, and gets up.
Alright,
God, I act like I'm an invalid.
No, it's just proper respect. Manners.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Let's get going. Why don't we? All right. Do you guys want to set up a marching order, or do you want to just go ahead and start heading out?
I'll take up the rear. Oh, I'll be keeping an eye out from behind us.
I'll
Oh my-
go in front of Cassian.
Chris. All right, so it'll be Cassian in the back, Mizuno, then I'm assuming, let's say, Ethan, then who wants to... this is only if you guys want to actually set up a marching order. If not, we can just...
I got a feeling Ulgu's gonna be behind Ethan.
The best. Why is our I kind of look over to Cassian. Why is our Warforged compatriot
Wanting to date one of my sisters.
I was gonna be a little less. I was gonna say horny, but that works too.
Well,
I was going to say, who said anything about dating?
you know, I've been around a long time, in Elven years at least. I've never seen anything like Clank. He both intrigues me, disturbs me, and eludes
And
me.
arouses you.
No,
Wait,
Respectfully, Clank, you're not my type.
wait a minute. You said I was older than you.
Yes.
Wait a minute, I said that wrong. Wait, you said I'm having a moment. Give me a moment.
Oh, are you having a stroke, Mizuno? Do you need to have do you need to sit down?
Fuck!
Do you smell
You-
baked bread?
You said that I was older than you. You haven't lived that long.
I know, but I had to grow up at a young age. Being a part of a royal family, yes, you have financial liberty, but you also have other responsibilities that take up that childhood flair that everyone gets to have when they're younger.
Of course, your worshipness. I, a mere peasant,
Ah,
would know
please.
nothing about that.
Please don't do that. I'm not a fan of being called royalty.
As you say, your worship.
What I'm
My
saying,
liege.
I
that-
kind of like, knock him on the shoulder.
because I've traveled, I've seen a lot of things that elude me. Clank is one of them. I've never seen anything like Clank. He doesn't make any sense. So I try not to question it. I just let it brush off my shoulder, lest it ruin my sanity.
I will make sure that you have a brain hemorrhage by the end of our adventure.
I'll hold you to that.
Okay. So after a decent little bit of a, I suppose, debate, I have no idea what to call what the hell that was half the time. Anyways,
What, man? You don't like RP?
RP, half of it was sister fucking.
Where
Anyways,
is my ERP role-playing server?
Oh my
Hello?
God. Anyways,
Do you RP? Ooh. I'll never do that again, I
Please
promise.
don't.
I swear, I was about to say you're gonna be the first one dead. All right, okay.
Then perish.
Continuing on for the road, you find yourself back in the same familiar, Imperial territory, the same sweeping grasslands with sparse little pockets of trees all over the place. There isn't much different here. It's a well-maintained road. It's very calm grasslands. It's a perfect picture of Imperial stability, if that comes across well.
Ah, yes, civilization. Well, the area outside civilization, but you knew what I meant.
You mean the rural plains?
Yes. Why, do you have something different in mind?
No, it's just I didn't know if it was different here.
Hmm.
Ethan's gonna kind of point at the bandit captain that's being dragged on. Do you think that's a good idea?
I spoke the same concerns. Ulgu does not want to listen. He thinks it's all right. All I can tell you is that he is in a coma.
What?
Yes, he is in a coma.
It might want to do that miracle on him.
That-
I
that-
mean, he is technically a rebel, and I'm supposed to kill him, but
Yes, but this is cruel and unusual punishment.
he
These
started
are
it.
cruel
That
and
doesn't
unusual
mean-
times.
Just because someone attacks you does not mean you go out of
They-
your way to make them suffer.
They
Mm,
attacked us
yes.
with a ballista. I've
Okay.
seen what those can do.
This is also coming from the man who, we were aware of the ambush and then yelled at them.
Yeah, maybe we
Hmm.
should have you tied up.
He was
So,
working in cahoots.
At least take me to dinner first.
No.
Ethan's gonna respond. Just look at Aldak. Like, I mean, I suppose he's a bandit. It's not like he would have done any better to you, but I mean,
Oh look, we made it out fine.
Eh.
We satisfied Ethan with a show of violence that he wanted to see. Mizuno got to chop off the arm of someone. We got to test our metal and get rid of that battle rust that we all probably have, especially Clank. Literal rust. somewhere.
Racist.
I think
Is
it's
it?
I think it's all good. I think it's fine. Look, if you would like to convince Ulgu to carry him in a more safe manner, please be my guest. I've already tried, but Ulgu will do what Ulgu wants.
It's still at least 50 gold for a scalp.
what? Who accepts scalp? What? So
What
Ethan's just
kind of
gonna look
economy?
around at the rest of you. Why would you scalp him?
I don't know, that's him.
First of all,
talking.
Yeah,
I'm
I-
not even
Yeah,
entirely
it is.
sure what that. First of all,
That-
I'm not even entirely sure what that means, but I have a general idea.
So,
Why would you scalp him?
so essentially, Ethan, you see the top of my hair where my hairline meets. We're
No,
gonna take
that's not an
this.
invitation to explain it.
the-
I don't want to hear it. What?
Look, that is
Yeah,
an Ulgu thing. Ulgu likes
Would-
to collect scalps. We just like to collect
Im-
bounties.
Also, how does the man who does not know, how does the man that cuts off arms and all that for his god not know what scalping is?
That's a very interesting thing. How do you not know what scalp? Do
I
you not
don't even know how
do you-
that relates.
do you not deal with anyone that has like acidic dandruff or like their hair is eating away at their scalp?
Acidic dandruff, what the fuck?
Acidic
What you all don't
Look,
have
I
acidic
realize you
dandruff?
come
where you
from
are.
an interesting place.
I
But
do.
Imperial
What-
authorities
I'll
accept
text this-
25 to 50 gold a scalp
This is news to me.
for bounties. Can't.
I suppose, but
But does this man
I
have a bounty?
think they mean the person, not the scalp.
Look, hopefully because he's a bandit captain who is now incapacitated, we are hoping to get a reward from it. That is the hope. It's not guaranteed, but if so, if it's not guaranteed, well, we just put a...
suppose Ethan's just gonna look over at all that. Look, you say the right thing, but I mean, it's gonna just kind of laugh. Yeah, I guess, but at the same time, like, I mean, at this point, it would have just been nicer to kill him.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
Oldak, with all due respect, he is technically alive. He's just not conscious, and won't be conscious for a indeterminate amount of time.
Yeah, that usually means dead.
No, he'll be fine.
It,
Look, I agree that we probably should have killed him. we did do some very cruel and unusual things to him, but he's also a bandit captain, so it makes it like a morally gray situation. Look, again, it's up to Ulgu. I'm not gonna try and...
Yeah, if you would, buddy, could you just carry him over your shoulder?
It is in fact a bother.
Would you pretty please do it?
No, he can be healed at a church if they're in the giving mood.
Can divine magic heal someone out of a coma? I don't think
Alright,
that's-
you know what? Just bring him over here. I'll just keep him alive, okay? He just kind of motions it over and over. Come on, just bring him over.
I have no concern if he dies. He's a bandit.
What?
Fuck it. Here, Ethan, I'll pick up...
Didn't you just say that he could get healed?
I said yes, he can be healed at a church if they're in the giving mood.
Ulgu, please, just set him down so we can guarantee that he's not going to die. Please.
He's not even on my shoulder. He's
I
on
know.
the ground.
Just drop his ankles. Just drop him.
I'm not even holding him by the ankle.
How are you dragging him then?
He was hung up by a rope, wasn't he?
So you're dragging him by the rope.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
surrounded by psychopaths.
Drop the rope, please.
I am calling for...
Just
Look,
please.
if you want to
let-
carry him, then he's not my problem.
Okay, then I will gladly carry him.
Cool. Fucking...
Alright.
Careful,
Okay.
your worship. You don't want to strain a muscle.
Ethan, please do what you need to.
Yeah, yes. Ethan kind of.
Need a hand with that?
No,
I'm okay.
I was talking to Aldak, but
Oh, well, that probably.
apologies. Yeah.
Anyways, as Ethan walks up to the bandit, he looks him over for a little bit before putting a hand near his head, and he will more or less cast Cure Wounds.
Is there a change? Does that take him out of the coma, or does that just use the
The
bloodshot?
bandit's gonna be the bandit's mostly just gonna not really react, still unconscious. If you said that to him, that'd be offensive. Anyways, it's gonna just Ethan's gonna look him over and then say, "Well, I mean, suppose he's not gonna die now. I mean, it's not like I'm, waking him up or anything. I think he'll be fine by the time we get back to Gran Huron."
He's still restrained, like his arms and shit are restrained, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we stripped the armor off of him, right?
Well, I'm assuming, but I don't think anyone said anything about it.
I would assume that we did. I don't think we're gonna keep his armor on him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
we did.
Like I said, that's what
Yeah,
I was
we-
kind of assuming.
Yeah, we did because we got like weapons and shit from the bandits, and then we also got the
Mhm, yeah.
armor. I just don't know what armor he had.
I am wearing it, so I can sell it.
What?
And just
Yeah,
more
yeah,
coins.
because Clank wanted more oily coins for his stomach.
Well, he'd be wearing studded leather.
Studded
Gross.
leather doesn't exist.
Well, look, motherfucker.
Well, look, I will gladly take the studded leather if we don't want to sell it. 'Cause
Alright.
that would help me out. But I'm gonna once Athon is done healing the poor bastard that we've tortured. I'm gonna,
Oh, well, he's good to go. I'm
yeah,
I'm fine. He just kind of puts up his hands like you can do whatever you want with him,
yeah,
as long as he's not dead, I suppose.
I'm gonna pick him up and throw him over my shoulder and just start walking.
No, you know what? I'm not gonna make you look.
I was about to say I have fucking. I have a 13 strength. Come on, no. Come on.
All right. Second. All right. So, you'll continue on the road for quite a bit. Give me 1 second. All right. And after a little bit, you happen upon the same fork in the road as earlier. All right. Go ahead and put your tokens right up here.
Oh shit.
Where?
Right up the top here.
Okay.
Speed.
So what, do I just pull my guy over? Oh, I do. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you do. You
Yes,
do
sir.
in fact do the do.
So he's having my DM do it for me. Oh God, I have so much freedom.
Yeah,
Oh,
now you are, cool. You can do things on
I'm not
your
a
own.
loser.
Independence.
I'm not a loser anymore. Poggers.
since you said that, your non-loser status has been revoked.
Of course.
Why do I have a feeling we are going to see a gored dwarf underneath the cart?
Oh.
Scared.
See, why would you say that? You just manifested it into existence.
Good.
Why would you say that?
Blood. Lubricant
And honestly,
for our joints.
we're all fucking nerds, dude. We're playing DnD on a Sunday night. I'm here for it.
Not me.
You're fucking Australian. You're a nerd by birth.
That is the no.
You're a British person that's too far into their tech tree to go back.
What? What does that even mean?
Don't worry about it.
The same
You're
thing as
asking the
blood.
wrong questions.
You spec
Alright.
into your American tech tree much more than what I have.
Our tech tree is non-existent, brother.
I think Six went back in the tech tree. He is from Kentucky. That's
I'm not willingly from
Yikes.
here. I'm not willingly from here. Don't get that twisted.
But you are.
I didn't ask to be born here.
Alright, so can we get you to put your token on the board?
What? Oh.
Hey, I wonder if Tiberius is alright.
Alright.
Well,
Alright.
the wagon is still there, so I assume
Yeah, no
maybe
thanks
he
to Clank.
walked.
I did nothing.
Maybe he walked. That's
really?
the hope.
Six,
He probably-
I'm gonna give you control over this token if I can.
What token?
His little
One
legs
second.
would not have.
The
gotten
little
him
bandit
far.
one.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can tell you one thing. If we get into combat, that motherfucker's getting checked into a bush.
Can I take like
Right.
a look around and see if I notice anything out of the ordinary?
Sure, roll me perception.
Starts with a P. There you are.
Alright, you should be able to control it and move around the token.
I too would like to be able to
Alright.
use my enhanced supremacy eyesight to do a perception roll.
Alright, I wouldn't describe it like that, but I see where you're coming from, I guess. Alright, yeah, so, as Mizuno's looking around, you can't exactly see anything out of the norm, nothing unique at least. When Clank's looking around, Clank, you're gonna look around and notice that it seems that whoever was here left the road up ahead in quite a hurry. You can see some pretty intense little like scuff marks in the dirt on the road.
I wonder who that would possibly be.
Well, looks fine to me.
What do you see, Clank? What's going on?
I see scuff marks
Oh,
leading in that direction, and I point in the direction which
It's gonna be right about here.
Yes. I see scuff marks. Oh, hang on. Say that.
Sure, if you guys want to go up and investigate, you can.
yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, actually.
I'm gonna hang out by this tree right here with the bandit. I can't move that token, by the way.
Yeah, I had to pull it off of you for a second simply because of something I was forgetting.
Yeah, you're
It's
good.
my bad. I meant before. Yeah, you go ahead and roll perception. All right. It's clear that it's not exactly footprints, but hoof prints. It's a little hard to tell the sets, but it seems to be all from the same creature, and a lot of it. Maybe something kind of going in a circle.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for anything that may be lurking to try and ambush us.
Gotcha.
So 12.
Yeah. Okay. Looking around, you can't exactly see anything. But you do get a bit of a strange feeling from some of the trees and bushes to your left.
I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna step kind of like right. I'm gonna try and step like right over here with the bandit.
I wanna-
Oh, south.
What's wrong?
Those trees and bushes to our left. I don't trust the vibe I'm getting from it. I gave it a vibe check. It did not pass the vibe check.
What does that even mean?
Clank would like to throw his sledgehammer in his general direction. Sorry, Warhammer.
I mean, I suppose. Why? It's about
The
like
trees
80
did not-
feet.
The trees
So-
did not pass their vibe check.
All right, throw the hammer.
The trees did in fact fail their vibe check.
How does one?
Dude,
I mean, what are you trying to hit something specifically, or are you just trying to throw it in that direction?
Throw in the direction.
I'll just say you're gonna throw it in that direction.
Okay.
All right. So, what is the distance on your throw? I don't think you can really hit 80 feet.
Watch me.
I love it.
Give me 1 second.
If Clank kicks off this combat encounter by hitting something hiding in the fucking trees with a hammer throw, I will go bazonkers.
It's probably going to be something small and innocent, but that's okay.
Imagine you kill a snow bunny with it.
Blood.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
cutest thing I've ever seen.
Instead of a fucking arrow, it's just a giant war hammer just smacking into the ground. You pick it up, it's just red.
slap.
It's just red paste sticking off of it. Chuckles,
Chuckles, the Lord of all squirrels.
Well, we found the big bad evil guy.
All right. So as you throw the hammer, there isn't really a reaction. Let's say that you're gonna be able to throw it maybe about like, I don't know, 40 feet. Let's say that. Let's just say 40 feet. So about like right here. Your hammer's gonna be here. I'm gonna draw a little like.
You gonna
symbol
draw a
there for you.
hammer?
May
There
I
you go.
remind you that I have returning weapon.
All right. So that hammer is gonna make its way back to you. There you go. You got the hammer.
That poor anthill did not pass the vibe check. Thank you, Clank. I appreciate it.
What does that even? Anyway, I'm gonna yell out, "Hey, Tiberius, you still here?"
So whenever he yells at a possible ambush position, I get yelled, or he doesn't get yelled at, but when I do
Lethan's
it,
gonna like yell up the road. I don't even know who that is. Why are you yelling?
he's a dwarf that he owned this wagon, but we tried to help him. We fucked up the wheel and the whole, just the wagon's fucked. It's so fucked.
Well,
So his wagon
what did
was,
you do?
while we tried to fix the wheel, I asked Clank for help. Clank then broke more of the wagon, intentionally or not, I'm not sure. And Tiberius told us to keep moving, even though we offered to help him get as much of his product back to Gren Hurin. So he was a dwarven vendor, but there have been some scuff marks, and this could be a possible ambush.
Of course he told you to keep moving. You're just a bunch of random people who broke his wagon, and for all he knows, you're a bunch of serial killers.
You know, I don't appreciate the assumptions, so I really don't.
What?
But
What do you
given the
mean?
Given our current situation, it's probably very likely.
You just dragged this other man as he points to the bandit for like miles. What?
Well, for one,
What?
he's on my shoulder now. Two, I'm not a serial
Go
killer.
with the helltop.
Okay.
I think it's a wagon. I don't know though.
It's the same wagon, Mizuno. It's the same one.
Give me 1 second.
Everybody in your family such a nag.
Are you calling my family a bother?
All right, go ahead and we'll tell you what. At like first glance, you can tell that there's definitely some things missing here. It doesn't exactly look like it was robbed, but quite a bit of the cargo is gone. If you'd like to see any more, go or at least investigate like specifics. Go ahead and roll me investigation.
Someone said fuck detect magic, so I'm about to detect vibes. I'm gonna make a wizard character and make that fucking spell one day.
Investigation, if you want to figure out any more specifics.
Can I give him a? Oh, never mind.
Okay. So it seems that like a lot of small goods, even fancier type objects, were kind of left behind. but a lot of the big staples and more important looking, general goods, dried meats, weapons, etc. All those kinds of objects have been taken out of there. It seems that someone knew exactly what they were grabbing. You get the impression that it might not have been scavengers or even raiders, but it seems that Tiberius might have taken the stuff out himself.
I would like to investigate the hoof marks that ran and ran and see which direction they headed off.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me investigation. Alright, well, you can see a lot of the hoof marks, circling around the actual wagon, but you can't tell specifically where they went.
I have deduced that whatever was here went in a circle.
Interesting.
Information
Very
classified.
astute observation skills, Clank.
Better
Unparalleled.
than yours,
But
elf.
This is true. This is true.
So we kind of just left the important stuff left. Ah,
Well, we will see him into town, or if not, well, hopefully he got somewhere safe.
What's up? I'm not pulling the cart. I am not a beast of burden.
Yes, you but are a beast.
smells like home.
We could get a reward for bringing the wagon back. Or we could use it for ourselves.
No, that axle is pretty fucked.
I'll look back to Ethan and see I told you it was fucked.
Yeah, well, I suppose. I mean, well, look, if you don't want to pull it, and he kind of points to the wagon, there's still stuff in there, right?
It's pointing towards Grand Huron, correct?
What, the wagon?
Can
Yeah.
you
The
fix,
wagon
Like he
is-
was going there, correct?
Can you fix the axle?
Me? No. What? Who do you think I am?
Can any
I
of you
can give-
fix the axle properly?
I can give it another go.
Oh, no.
I mean, that's... Yeah, right? And it's Ethan points to... What do you roll to try? So you're gonna need to roll it with tools. I don't know who had tools before.
That was-
Or...
That was me, and then I gave them to Clank. So I think Clank would still have them.
Alright, so Clank has some Smith tools that you could probably use those tools to roll it.
Clank, you have some Smith tools?
You can always use the help
I
action.
do.
Yeah, if you would like to do it instead of borrowing your tools and just have all that kind of run you through it, or you can give him the tools and then you can help him. I feel like that would help greatly.
Perhaps. But also, no one gave me Smith tools. They were a part of me. They
Oh.
are a part of me.
Oh, right.
So, okay, fair enough. So all that, if you could kind of run him through, because I don't think he'll be handing you his full... Where are your Smith tools located? Your arm?
Wherever I need them to be.
Okay, well, I'm not going to pry further.
That is good then. Very good.
Proficiency in land vehicles would work if you were trying to essentially drive this. But in the case of repairing it, no.
So, do I go advantage? And then,
If Chris is giving you the help action, yeah.
Yeah.
what would you like me to roll?
So if you're doing the Smith's tools, roll me, and you're trying to repair this, roll me intelligence.
Well,
Because we're gonna spoof this as kind of like a carpenter's tools, really.
who is ready for a low number?
Well, you have advantage. There you go.
Oh,
Thank fuck for that.
All right. So while the smith's tools aren't necessarily the best tools to be working on this, you do use supplies from little bits of wood and other material around you, and material you have stored in your smith's tools to help fix the axle. Considering the damage that you had done to it earlier, it isn't exactly the best repair job, but you think it might be able to last you all the way until Grand Turin.
Oh, would you look at that?
Amazing. I did it.
There you go, Clank.
I did it, creator.
I'm sure your creator would be very proud of you. So, now we have a wagon. I'm gonna toss him in the wagon. I'm gonna toss the bandit captain in the back.
All right, I'm gonna.
Ready. I guess we could try pushing it ourselves.
I mean,
Look really stupid, but
yeah, well, we will look very, unless we can find like an animal to tame very quickly, but I don't think that's gonna be possible.
I know for a fact that's not how that works.
I know. I'm hoping to manifest something.
So,
Well, if the axle is fixed, I will, sure.
Yes, the axle should last until at least we get to town.
Then fine.
well, and Scythe kind of pipes up. Why not just? Well, you almost all have space on you. Yeah, I'm sure you aren't carrying too much. Yeah.
What are you insinuating? So
Well, I
bit
mean,
lost.
why pull the wagon? I mean, unless you want to pull the wagon, sure. But like, oh, I just popped out a roll 20 because I'm stupid. All right.
Yeah, we were gonna grab the wagon and then sell it back at town, or give it back to Tiberius. One of the two.
Well, yeah, yes, but the important bits are inside the wagon, correct?
Correct.
Why not just take them? I mean, I'm sure they're, it looks like there's not much left in there. I'm not saying steal them. I'm saying just hold on to them instead of dragging the wagon. That seems like a bit of a burden, is it not?
Seems fair enough to me.
It's up to you folks. I mean, I'd love to not be walking all the way over back to Grand Turin. I've been doing that since the Black Fort.
Well, I'm fine with taking the wagon back to town if Ulgu is willing to pull it.
Actually, I want to take a look, see what's exactly in here. It's piqued my interest.
One of you better be pushing on the back.
I will help you, Ulgu. I will help ease your task.
Oh, were we meant to be pushing? I was digging my feet in and dragging.
So if you want to check what's inside of it, go ahead and roll me investigation.
With advantage since all that's helping you.
Okay.
I'm going to stand clear in case there is a trap.
Advantage. Not intimidation.
Ooh!
Okay.
Except
Alright,
that's at advantage.
Yeah, he's rolling with advantage because all that's helping him.
It's not.
It is a help action. He's giving them the help action.
Yes, but that doesn't grant advantage. That grants a bonus.
No, it's an advantage in 5e, remember?
I hate 5e.
We know you say it every time.
You say it every episode. I'm gonna get a counter going every YouTube video.
Anyways.
Aw.
Oh, not investigate.
Freaking upsetting! Oh well.
So that's
Wow.
a 3.
So that's a 3 then. God damn it, Chris.
Honestly, I was totally. We're gonna go with the 3 because that's way more entertaining. Oh my god, I just broke this pencil. All right, go away. Anyways, so as you're looking around, you can't really. There's not many objects in there. There's small little boxes, nothing serious. But you do notice one small rusted case. that happens to catch your eye. It's not very big. It's maybe a couple inches wide, couple inches long. It seems kind of like a small jewelry case.
Because this is why we specify what we're doing whenever we're typing.
What do you mean, just a split? All right. So,
Go ahead.
sorry, what were you saying, Corporal? No, go finish.
I'm gonna scratch my head and kind of poke it with my dagger. Because why the hell is it so rusty?
And it's trapped.
It doesn't seem to have any reaction, but I mean, some of the rust doesn't actually stay on there. It actually kind of wipes off,
That's
almost as if it's
weird.
not rust. So Aldak is looking through to investigate. He's looking for, he starts looking around and sees the same case, but looks around and finds some more, more just general supply cases and other small jewelry. Nothing too big, but obviously some more fancy good cases. It's a little surprising to you that Tiberius left all of this and took only the general goods. But you just kind of take it off as maybe he just took whatever, took as much weight as he could carry.
Hey, Aldak, what do you think this thing is? I keep poking it with a dagger, like... Well, it's a case of some kind, but that doesn't seem to be rust. I'm gonna pick it up, say, hey guys, what do you think this thing is? Seems really out of place.
As you pull it out of the wagon, it's almost as if the dust just kind of falls right off of it. The reddish brownish, well, where the powder of itself just kind of imprints on your hand, but the case itself looks immaculate, just completely clean. It's this shiny onyx-like casing with a very well-maintained gold latch on the front.
Bet there's something really valuable in here, but that's really weird.
Or perhaps something very deadly.
Hmm.
You know, as Ethan kind of pipes up, just could be an enchanted case, if anything.
Well, it started as rust covered, and now it's not rust.
Does anyone have a detect magic or anything that they could use to see if it is enchanted?
It's not mine. I was gonna open it, but
Yeah. Why would you open something that is not yours?
No, detect magic won't open
Precisely.
it. It'll see if the case itself is enchanted.
it's out of place.
And if it is
Probably-
magical, then we should take it with us and give it back to Tiberius.
That's probably a good idea, and I'm gonna I'm not gonna open it, but I'm gonna
Hold it out. Ethan, do you have any detect magic, or does anyone here?
Well, not quite. I suppose I could figure it out, but
Well, how about me and you study it? I have some study of the arcane. Maybe we can decipher if it is enchanted or not.
yeah,
I mean, it went from rust colored to onyx colored.
well, that's a classic. That's a classic protection against the elements in a way. But
I'll go
I'm
over
not-
and I'll study the case to see if I can glean if it's enchanted or not.
okay.
I mean, hypothetically, it probably is. But
I know, but we want to make sure.
Leave it. Okay. So as you're looking over the case, you can't notice any arcane inscriptions on the case itself, but you do notice on the hinges in the back, it's very, very difficult to see, as the hinges themselves are almost needle thin. There's a tiny little symbol inscribed on one of the hinges.
So yes, this is enchanted in some way. It's just very hard to give a visual indicator. We should definitely take this back and give this back to Tiberius.
sure.
Because whatever this hold inside it is expensive or not. This case itself is very expensive.
Alright, I'm just gonna kind of put it under my arm and... Alright.
And
Yeah,
all that
let's go.
we can do that. Give some reputable, some reputations in the house that we're currently in debt to. And I will put the case in my backpack.
Wait.
Hey, I had that.
What would you like to carry it?
Well, you
Except
can
you.
have it. You went through all the effort to put it in your backpack, huh?
Well,
And
I
besides-
can grab it out and I'll take my backpack off.
No. It's fine. I like having free hands, and I have a shield in my left arm anyway.
Okay, I was just double checking. I mean, our prisoner is in the back of the wagon, so I can easily just grab him after that.
Yeah, we should probably get going.
So yeah, how we just are we gonna take the wagon or are we just gonna walk? I'm fine with whatever. I'm fine with helping Ulgu push and transport the wagon.
I can give us a push as well, so...
All right. Well, Mr. Flayer Priest, Mr. Ithon, if you would like to ride in the back with our captive, make sure he does not pass away.
Okay, sure. I don't see why not.
Stretch your feet a
Kinda
bit,
climbs up
friend.
onto the back.
I'll-
Should we all pile into this? It seems that'd be a lot for our friend over there. He point motions to Ulgu,
I'm going
but
to help
carry.
push from the back,
Okay.
I am quite strong. I
and
would not
and
worry.
and Aldak is also going to help push from the back. So, if it'll be Ithon, Mizuno, if you would like to ride in the back as well with our captive.
And if he gets tired, I'll just switch out with you.
All right.
Ethan then climbs up into the back and just kind of looks at the bandit. Yeah, we should probably maybe hurry.
We'll do.
Just kind of
okay.
points down to him. He does not look good. Just telling you right now.
He's not going to look good for the rest of the time that he lives. So, let's go.
Suppose so.
Okay.
Alright.
And I guess we'll start pushing while Ulgu pulls.
All right. Scythe, go ahead and make me. Let's see. How many people are in it? It's the bandit captain, Ethan, and
Mizuno.
who else? And Mizuno are in it.
Clank, are
The
you
rest of
pushing
you-
or pulling?
I'm doing nothing.
So you're walking.
I'm keeping guard.
Okay, so
Remember,
he'll be
I
walking,
count-
keeping guard.
I count.
You count as
for-
double. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you count as a one greater.
His size large.
All right. Give me 1 second. All right. Yeah. So you don't have to make me strength save. All right. So after a while, you start pulling the wagon down the road and continue on with your journey. Okay. Things start to feel just a little bit different. The road doesn't exactly feel as calm and safe as before. It's quite possible that your interactions with the wagon have maybe put you on edge, if anything. You still don't have word on whether or not Tiberius is the one who managed to get away, but it does seem to be the most logical, response to that. But the lack of answers to your many questions have put you guys on edge, if anything.
Does anybody else feel a sense of unease?
Oh, I got the biggest cold chill about 10 minutes ago. But right now I'm more concerned about doing leg day after this.
I mean, you do look rather pale.
Well, I've always been pale, Mizuno.
Trying to put my hand up to my his forehead. Jeez, you're colder than an air Calkins twat. Are you okay?
I have naturally cold skin.
Not how that works. I've been waiting 3 weeks to say that. Fuck you.
Look, Mizuno, we can have this conversation once we get into town. Me and old Dak are putting our legs to work.
Alrighty, and I kind of just lay back and put my arms up and cross my legs. Just tell me if you need a rest, guys.
Of course. Of course.
After a while, you start to notice, and as you can see on the like in the short distance, the large entry gates are the north entrance to Grand Huron. You can see a rather festive amount of merchant wagons going through, and plenty of merchants and other travelers pass you on the way in. As you approach the gate, there are quite a few people who begin to just stare at Ulgu. As it's not often you see a rather large elephant man dragging a wagon to the front gate of the city.
Mizuno, swap me. I need to do some public relations.
Oh, I think he's doing fine.
No,
I'm gonna hop
please.
out of the cart.
Oh, thank you. And I'll start walking up next to Ulgu. That way the guards see that he's not a threat, or whatever they're thinking of them is different.
Slave.
One of the garrison guards, walks up and kind of puts his hand up to stop the rest of the cart, and kind of looks all of you over.
Hello. Oh, fucking need to get back into shape. Hello, we are adventurers from House Lascaris. We are here to hopefully turn in a bounty of a bandit captain, as well as hand over this wagon from a dwarven vendor named Tiberius, Brother Datarum.
It seems that the guard wasn't exactly paying attention to you as he's kind of observing the cart, and then he looks a little bit closer at Ulgu. He points to him and then looks over to you. We don't accept slaves in this town, you know that, right?
He's not a slave, he's a friend. Next time you call him a slave, I will deck you across the mountain.
Well, next time, don't have them look like slaves. No slaves in the Empire.
Did you not see the two in the back pushing the wagon?
Obviously not, because
go around
there's
the
a
back.
wagon in
Go
the
around the
way.
back. Go around the back, sir, and I'll start pushing him towards the back. Look.
No, you, and he kind of moves his spear a little closer to you and pushes you away. You need to get back in line.
Look, sir, you can either take
Your worship.
the bandit captain that we have in the back, let us return this wagon, or we can just sit out here and then we can give you a paperwork nightmare. I'm not trying to resort to violence, but I will make your day a living hell through paperwork.
I kind of look past like the wagon and I scratch my head. What the fuck is he doing exactly? Hell, it probably would have been better if I was dressed like I was a couple days ago. Jeez.
You need to keep your friends. He's looking over all day. You need to keep your friend in line. We have a way to do these things.
What exactly is your problem?
He thinks that you're a slave to us, Ulgu.
Just wait one moment. I'll go get the captain.
I'll whisper over to Ulgu.
Understood.
I'll whisper over to Ulgu as that guard is walking away. That's what everyone said. Wait, he barely hears me. Sounds like he's letting the power get to his ego.
What's his problem exactly?
He thinks that you're a slave to us.
Uh-huh. Okay. And why did nobody just ask me?
Listen, respectfully, Oldak, whenever your former associates think that we own slaves, something that I'm very against, and it pisses me off to think people already assume that of Ulgu, I'm sorry, but I will deck a military officer. I do not care.
Yeah, whatever.
The reason why we don't use culture is because we don't talk to slaves.
I'm gonna grab the bandit captain by the ankle and drag him out of the thing, and leave the cart behind, and kind of accost the guard.
Well, the guard's already walked away. He's walked into the little gatehouse in front of the.
I'm gonna go accost the guard in the gatehouse.
He's to the doors. Oh my god! All right. So as you start knocking on the door to the gatehouse, another guard opens the door. It's a completely different guard from the first time. He looks you over. What?
How much can I get for this? Holds up bandit by ankle.
Why are you? Who even is that? And he's just pointing
He-
to the bandit.
He is a
Some-
bandit captain.
You're
that
not here.
tried to
Quiet
assault
down.
Silence.
him.
He
Okay,
is-
if you get arrested, not my fault.
Anyways,
Okay.
go on.
Well, he was a bandit captain attempting to, or captain, I suppose, is a bit sophisticated. He was a leader of a group of men that attempted to accost the flayed one over there.
He's gonna, even though you point at the wagon, it's a little hard to see Ethon in the distance. What proof do you have that he was just what?
There's like a dozen corpses and a ballista back at where we found him if you want to go for proof.
Yeah, but that could just mean that you killed a dozen people
And
with a
they had a
ballista.
ballista waiting for us to cross paths with.
Right, and
Tell him
the
you have
guard
a
kind of scratches
witness.
his head. But doesn't that just mean? Couldn't that just mean that you had the ballista and you just killed a dozen people and you
they're
brought the
all-
ballista there?
And they're all wearing what's a good roguish gear.
Well, I mean, you could have put that on them.
Uh-huh. And
I-
what exactly would I have done with all of the clothing?
Kept it? I don't know what's in the wagon.
Right, I'm gonna
You are
go.
aware
just-
that this ruse is getting more and more elaborate, right?
First of all, I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that word means, so I'm just gonna assume it was an insult. Second of all, I don't even. And then suddenly you just hear someone yelling in the distance as a pot just gets thrown at the guard's head, like what the hell?
Ha! Nice.
Suddenly a much older, not much older, but a little older of a man, not exactly wearing the same regalia as the previous guard, but of something a little simpler, just kind of pulls the guard in the door away. What do you want?
We were escorting a... What the fuck was this
It's
guy's
a Flayer
thing?
priest.
Yeah, okay. What's his name?
Ithon.
Ethon.
Thank you. We were escorting Ithon, the Flayer priest, at the behest of... Somebody give me the guy's name because I'm going to call him something unsavory.
What guy's name are you trying to find out?
The fucking... The noble guy, the...
Dominus Lascaris.
At the behest of Dominus Lascaris.
The guard kind of looks you over a little bit.
Do you wish to write him a letter?
No, just he kind of
Then explain
again,
to me
rubs
why
his
we
eyes
have
a
been
little
stopped.
bit. Just ignore him. He's a bit dumb. All right, tell you what. As he kind of moves out of the way, just put him next to the table that he points to in the middle of the gatehouse.
How much?
I just look. You'll get your money. Just put him down right now. I gotta figure out who he is exactly.
Fair enough. Just gonna throw him on the table.
All right. Oh well, thanks. You know, guard looks a little annoyed. Anyways.
Trash gets taken care of like trash.
Well, thanks, but I don't appreciate you breaking my table.
Your
So he
table's
walks over
fine.
to the guy. Yeah, he walks over to the guy and starts searching it a little bit. He eventually finds a little bit of a little scrap cloth. Like, oh, this is a little spicy one you got. As he kind of looks back to you. Did you find anything on him? Like, did you happen to find like a really, like, he kind of ponders a question for me. It's kind of like a weird circular blade. Did you find something like that on him?
Did we find that?
Do you mean a chakram?
I don't know what. I don't really know what that is. It's like a circle.
That he threw.
Well, he wouldn't. I mean, they don't normally throw them, but they just have them. Did you find it?
I think so.
All right. Well, I
got
mean, if you
I
want to
got
turn
a
that
bag
into-
here, and I'm just gonna rummage through it. That's got basically everything I took off him.
All right. As you search through the bag, you don't exactly find any circular blades in there.
Yeah. Got a pipe bending jig.
So while this is happening, I'm
What?
I'm over talking to Ithon. So baked bread, what is it?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's baked bread?
What's baked bread?
What? You've never like taken like thick slices of bread and put them next to a fire or anything?
You didn't. You've
Holy
never
shit,
cooked
that
bread
sounds
twice?
amazing. Okay, go back to
Really?
him. I'm sorry. I just
It's bread.
Oh,
It's
help
bread too. Everyone liked bread so much they made bread too.
Bread 2. Well, anyways, going back to the card. As the guard kind of looks over. Well, anyways, if you find any
sorry.
of them with these big circle blades, if you can bring them back here, I mean, dead or alive, who cares? Give about 200 gold each for them.
How much gold? I missed that. You're
You're not there.
You're
God,
not here. None
Scythe
of you
is
are
there.
here. Shut the fuck
God.
up.
I have enhanced hearing.
Give us 150, and we'll be
What?
on our way.
What? No, I meant for the circle guys. You get 200 gold for them. This guy, I don't know who he is. I'll give you like 75.
95.
What? This isn't a negotiation. This is a
It is
bounty.
absolutely a negotiation for a
What do
bounty
you
that
mean
is
this is a neg-
undeclared.
Oh my god. Oh, why are you bounty hunters like this? Okay, tell you what. 80
Man's
and I'll
gotta
give you
eat.
some 80 and I'll give you some information on more bounties.
Deal.
Alright. Here, as he kind of walks over to one of the captains, I can give you the 80 now. If you want to come back later tomorrow, I can give you the information.
Just have it written down for me tomorrow, and I'll just come pick it up.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. As he kind of
There you go.
throws you the pouch of gold.
can't believe they made a sequel to Bread.
What do you mean a sequel to Bread? Where do you come from? What kind of backward...
Closet, come on, buddy.
No, we have regular bread, but I didn't know they toasted the bread. They baked it. I didn't know they did that.
That's how they get hardtack.
Yeah, where I come from, we don't have a lot of wheat fields.
That's
What?
hardtack is absolutely not toasted bread.
Yes,
Corporal.
it is. It's
No,
double
it is not.
toasted. It's
No, it is
double
not.
baked. It's toasted again.
Oh my
It
god,
is-
we are not gonna get into a debate about
No,
hardtack.
no. This is an in-game RP.
Oh
This isn't us. This is our characters talking about this.
Alright, sorry.
Yes, it's cooked twice.
I'm definitely going to have to try that next time we sit by a campfire. Holy shit, that sounds amazing.
Yes, it is.
Hardtack is awful.
Wonder if we could take some butter and then put it on the baked bread
Well,
as we're sitting. That would be glorious.
he's just gonna like look over at all deck. What is it? Or sorry, no, he's gonna look over at Mizuno. Kind of whisper. Is he okay?
I don't know.
Where is he? I know we were talking about he was from someplace weird, but like, is he okay? do we need to do something? What?
I think he's beyond help, but I don't know. I'm not a physician.
Oh, were you two saying something?
No, it's fine.
No,
Okay.
Go back to talking about the baked bread.
It's so good. It sounds good.
You haven't even. Okay.
It sounds good. My apologies. It sounds good. I'm hungry. Okay. The rations that we had were good, but I'm still very hungry.
Can I say
Okay.
something about eating breakfast?
No, we did. It's just rations aren't a very good nutritious meal.
They are, by definition, the base amount of nutrition that you require to live.
Holy
You're
fuck! When did
not
you get
here.
over? No, when did you get over here? You are very stealthy.
Here's 40 gold.
Oh shit. Wait, who? Yeah, who are you giving that? Are you giving this to
I'm
Clank
giving
or
it
what?
to everyone.
Oh, to everyone? Oh shit.
Oh,
What's you're splitting up the 40 gold, right?
Yeah, huh?
Okay.
So how much is
Yeah,
everyone?
I suppose we should go into town, huh?
So everyone gets 40 gold, correct?
No, he's splitting
No.
it amongst everybody.
So
Eight.
So 10 gold.
8 gold.
8 gold.
What?
5. There's 5.
No,
of us.
he's giving the 40 to the rest of you, unless you're.
Ah.
Oh,
splitting it.
so 10 per, right?
Looks like, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm double checking. Fuck.
No, it's not you.
Fucking
It's just
fucking
no, it's
numbers.
not you people. I just realized that this is the first time that happened, and it's just gonna get worse. I just know it. I don't want to do more.
I just didn't know if he was splitting the 40 gold between all 5 of us or just between us 4. It's my bad.
No, that's fair. Anyways, going in. Scythe kind of looks. All right. Well then, do we call Tiberius here, or do we pull the? Where are we going? As he kind of looks at the rest of you.
We should probably meet up with the
With
I want
House
to say
Lascada.
yeah, with House Lascaris, because that was the reason why we were here in the first place.
Well, if Tiberius did manage to get here, then I'm sure that we'll find him in the market where he might be selling his goods.
Right.
And Oldak, do you want to go to the captain with me and ask for him? Because I did ask, but the guy didn't listen because for some reason he was more worried about our friend here.
You're
Okay.
really hurt about that for some reason.
Yes, I don't like slavery.
There's no slavery in the Empire.
Apparently he assumed there was.
We assumed we were slavers.
Alright.
Oh, we know.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Okay, you stay with the wagon then. We will go to the house and deal with all this. Ithon, if you'll follow us, we'll be your personal escort throughout the city.
Yep. Well, where are we going first exactly? I mean, we don't necessarily need to. I mean, I could continue. I'm fine here. Your only job was to escort me to the city. I'm fine on my own. If you'd like to.
Are you sure you don't want
If
us
you
to
want
escort
to
you?
meet us there, that would probably work out the best.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not meeting the Dominus.
Oh.
If you'd like, you could accompany me to the beach.
Sure. I could.
I like
Um,
swimming.
Well, swimming isn't necessarily what's going to happen, but I'm more than happy to have.
I'm very intrigued by your personality, Ithon, so I will gladly do that.
Okay. So, Chris, you're going with. You are going to take the wagon to Tiberius, correct?
Tiberius. He
Oh.
was brother with the guy with
Brother
the,
of Torum, the guy in the
Mhm.
tavern owner that we talked to.
Yes. Chris. Oh, I got a DM. Who DM'd me? Oh, Chris did. Oh, okay. Understood. Okay. I can just go ahead and make this quick for you. So you're gonna, as you approach one of the guards, one of them kind of looks you over, and yeah, after you explain to him what happened with the wagon and what you found, you ask him if you can, if he can call Tiberius, brother of Torum, owner of the Salty Spray, down to pick up his wagon by the gate. The guard gives you a nod and says, and writes down a little bit of the information on a little pad he has, and then tells you he'll make sure it gets done.
I kind of elbow Cassian, not hard, but you might want to put that thing back into the cart.
What the
Box.
oh yes, the box. Here, Aldak, put this back in here. Please do not try to open it. It may kill you.
Put it back exactly where you found it.
Actually, I'm worried about the box. 'Cause I don't even
Are you
know.
worried about the box?
Here's the thing. You see this, and I'll kind of point out to Mizuno and Aldak. You see this symbol on the hinges here?
Probably fine.
I don't even know
Probably.
if Tiberius knows what this is. I would like to have this at least like researched, or at least figure out what it is before we.
I mean, it's his thing, so can't
Not
be
sure.
that bad. Probably.
I'm not sure. I think we should hang on to it. I do need to go see if there's a magic shop. We could probably have someone identify it there.
Thief. Thief.
We're not stealing it.
You're temporarily borrowing it, aren't you?
No, I just want to make sure it's safe before he sells it to someone that could do ill harm with it.
I think he worry too much? I kind of look over to the priest. Does he worry too much, or is that just me?
After the
I don't know. I've opened my fair share of boxes and
with
all
all
gotten stabbed.
with
so,
all
I mean,
due respect, the magic that I've helped experiment with in the past, I'm very worried. All that,
I'm starting to
please
think that you have a lot of delusions.
let me
but
hold on to this, get it identified before I bring it back to you. I'm just gonna be with
I-
Athon and Mizuno, unless Mizuno wants to go down to Scottis.
I agree with Aldak.
Yeah, let's just put it back and forget about it. Probably a safe of some sort. I don't mean to conjecture here, but considering it went from rusty to nice looking, it's probably got money in it, and I don't want to touch it.
I don't think he would leave the box with all of his gold and valuables in it. This has to have something else.
If you were in a rush, that would be the last thing I would want to grab.
What, the money?
Yes.
If this is a WMD of sort of arcane origin, then it's on your hands, and I'll hand it back to Aldag. Oh, you have
like, what the hell does WMD mean?
Weapon of Mass Destruction. Ever heard of it?
Well, I suppose the three separate words. I guess that makes sense altogether.
Is it like a very big ballista?
Any weapon or anything that could cause a massive amount of destruction and harm, yes.
So, like a cannon.
So say you take 100 archmages, put them all into a gigantic ballista that has the radius of about 20 square miles. That is technically a WMD.
The elves have them.
Hidden in this.
You're also hiding WMDs.
Oh god, we're gonna have a Bay of Pigs situation again, aren't we? Fuck. Gulf War means.
Tell Giovanni is code word for rat.
Now that you guys have liberated, now you guys have liberated Kuwait. I mean, the Empire's capital.
Just Kuwait.
God
I
damn
got
it.
it. No, I got it.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
but no,
Let's avoid any uncomfortable parallels.
I'll leave the box with all that, even though I really don't want to.
All right.
What you're saying is a very big cannon.
Something that something that could cause a lot of death and destruction on a wide scale. That is what a WMD is, and I'm gonna hope that that is not it. Anyway, Athon, you said you wanted to head to the beach.
Well, I mean, have you been to the beach for Grand Huron? I'm sure some of you
Not
have.
full Grand Huron.
I'm sure you've been to the docks.
It's not really
Oh.
the beach, and it smells like, dead
No.
fish.
I see, kind of ways you off. No, not those docks. I meant like, the docks before the mountain.
I'm new here, so I have no idea.
Oh, right. See, it looks over at all. Like you said, you were from here, correct? Yeah. Okay. So you already know. Well, just all the coastal cities, all along the coast. In the there's little docks heading to the cathedral itself. People will take little dinghies out to the black ships. We'll take them to the cathedral.
Oh.
She kind of looks around and assumingly gets empty stares. Well, I said, if that makes sense, I'm sure none of you have seen. Well, I'm sure you don't, as it points to you, but that is my objective. That is actually where I'm heading.
Yes, I want to make sure that he gets unscathed, so I'll be going with him. I'll meet you all back at House of Scottis.
Sure. So,
I
so
think
it's, so who's all going with Ethan?
I think I will accompany Cassian just so he doesn't hurt himself.
Oh, I'll be fine.
I go with Ulgu.
I mean, he nearly got us kicked out of the city.
No, I didn't. That god was... He literally caught a fist to the back of the head by his captain. That god is just an idiot. So what, me and Mizuno go with Thon. Clank is with Aldak. And then... Ulgu, what are you doing?
Scythe? No, there you go.
I guess I'll just stay and wait for Tiberius, because we did technically lift his cart.
Okay.
So 3 and 3. I like it.
Wait, 3 and 3.
Where me and Mizuno are with a Thon, and then we have 3 other
including
characters.
Ethan. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were only referring to yourself, and I was like, "Heh." All right. So, 1 second. I'm just gonna move you to this. As Aldak, no, sorry, as Cassian, Mizuno, and Ethan continue onwards, they walk off into the distance for Grand Huron and sort of disappear into the crowds. Now that's gonna take a little bit longer, so we'll cover that later. But the next time I touch on you guys will already be at the beach. All right. In the meantime, after just about like an hour or two of waiting, you can hear a little bit of clanking nearby, and you see as a guard is escorting, looks to be the very surprised Tiberius back to the gate. He'll look at the rest of you and say, "Wow! Look what you've brought!"
We have brought... Oh, wait. I let Ulgu speak.
You went from robot to something else.
Yeah, that accent changed real quick.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention, sorry. I was, but I wasn't. I'm looking at surfboards.
This.
I assume it's the box that I was holding on to. Yeah. Ow.
The box. The box.
What's in the fucking box?
He's gonna grab the box. This is oh, well, I'm glad you thought of it, but this isn't mine. As he hands it back to you.
Oh no.
It's not.
Let us go throw the box in the ocean. It must never be touched.
Yes. What of it? He kind of stares at the carriage. Well, I never had a case like that. I mean, I can tell you why. If it happened, and he kind of leans in, maybe not tell anybody, but the rest of what I left in there was mostly a lot of fake jewelry. And I can tell you that's not fake. Oh, sure. Plenty of nicer jewelry boxes and other types of little, jewelry in general has those kind of enchantments to make them look perfect for as long as the person keeps them. I mean,
do you dare what?
Open it. Open the box. Do it again.
I mean, fuck it. Might as well at this point. Just know that if you die and Cassian finds you, he's gonna be like, "Oh, I fucking told him."
Please don't leave me
idea.
alone with this idiot.
I've never seen it. I mean, keep it. I mean, you brought back my wagon. What do I care? All right. As you open it, you can see that the interior is this almost like this red satin-like plush. Maybe not satin, it's not the right word, but it's this red kind of plush, very luxurious appearance. In the center is what seems to be just this crudely cut lead plate, very small, smaller than your palm, really. It has these kind of symbols and runes, and even letterings like cut into it. You stare at it for quite a minute, for just a few seconds, before you start hearing this very, very quiet kind of wailing or screaming that suddenly gets louder and louder and louder as he goes in. The wailing stops,
Aw.
but you still have that image of the lead plate kind of stuck in your head, and you can't really get it out.
That sucks. Open it again.
Well, I want to see your ears bleed.
Any idea what? To be clear, you're the only one who's heard this.
Yeah, Cassian isn't so much of a fucking idiot now, is he? Fuck you.
Sorry, you're not here. You do not know what's happened.
I know, this is 6 responding. Fuck
Well, you're quite a bit taller than me, so I couldn't exactly see it. As Cassian kind of looks up to you. Not Cassian, Tiberius.
Holy shit,
sorry.
what? My doppelganger, fuck you.
As a reminder, Tiberius is a dwarf. I don't know. Should I want to see it?
Yes. Of course. For the bucks.
It's like Phineas and Ferb. Yes, yes you should.
What do you mean a screeching noise? I mean, what happens whenever you just leave it open? I mean, we could test it.
I think it requires the
I'll be
thing to
honest, I don't have much experience.
Is
with
this
magical
outside the
items.
gates of the city?
Well, this is like inside the gate now.
Oh no.
This is in the city, essentially, just right in front of the gate.
Oh no. We are tinkering
Clank
with
would-
elements that are unknown to us.
Clank would like to jam the thing open. At the earliest possible convenience when it is opened next.
The bandit would be in the gatehouse. It'd be kind of hard to get to him.
I'm sorry, but you cannot row a 450,000 ton oil tanker.
What?
He's talking about the Evergreen. Fuck you.
What?
Good meme, but fuck you. We don't need another Suez Canal in Grand Huron.
Anyway.
Stuck.
Alright, what do you... Wait, doesn't that seem immoral? As Tiberius kind of scratches his head. You know. Well, yeah, but how often are you gonna like try to find someone that wants to kill you, and then they say, and then you just walk up to them and say, "Here, open this."
Knowing the way my life goes every day.
What? Well, I mean, you opened it, and you're the only one who got it, right? Like as he looks over at Clank and Ulgu. Did you guys hear it?
Huh?
Negative.
Hear
Yeah.
what?
Whenever Aldak opened up the case, he himself heard kind of a screeching noise.
Clank does not wish to be subjected to the horrors. I just want everyone else to experience it.
I'll tell you what, why don't I open it? We'll just see what happens whenever we leave it open for a little bit. It's not that loud, is it? Right, but like, how loud? It wouldn't have been that loud, but it would have sounded like someone was maybe screaming from down the road. That's about as loud it got.
Amazing.
Okay. Well, I mean, then why not? Why don't we just try it? Oh, sure, but how loud could it have gotten? So kind of, as he opens the latch, well, I mean, hold on. As he kind of looks over, should I be holding this? What happens if you're holding it and then I open it? Are you gonna hear it? I mean, should it be safer if one person's holding it? I don't know. However you want to do it. I'm just trying to say.
I have to say that it seems like you're warning me to hand it over to him. Just so you know.
I'm just trying to do it from someone else's perspective. Oh, okay. Tell you what. Just hold it. I'll just open it. Yeah. As he opens up the latch and brings it up, and he's like, "Oh, it's lead." As you don't hear anything, but Tiberius continues to stare at it. It continues on for longer than what you did. Suddenly, you can see him kind of grab the sides of his head.
Slam it shut. Slam it shut.
As he then just falls to the ground. Oh no. Alright, I meant to GM roll that. That's my bad. Alright, as he then falls to the ground.
Did you just fucking kill this man?
As blood starts coming out of his nose. And he starts to scream.
Oh, that's...
Multiple
Does
people
he
around.
have brains? Does he have brain left?
Multiple people around start staring at you, wondering what the hell is going on. Guards start coming out of the gatehouse and start to surround the area. All right.
And you
As
guys
you
are worried
check
about
on
me
him-
getting you kicked out of the city. Fuck you.
As you start checking on him, Tiberius starts to at least calm down before he just stops moving. From what you can tell, he's breathing, but not not much.
Panic medical.
Fuck you.
Oh my god! Alright. As you cast Cure Wounds on him, his breathing starts to at least pick back up and feel a little less labored. One of the that older guard comes back out and starts yelling, "What the hell's going on out here?" So he just then looks back at Ulgu, Clank, and Aldak like, "What?
Nothing.
What do you mean?"
Go back inside.
First of all, this one throws a bounty inside. The next thing I know, you three are involved in whatever. What do you mean poison?
You can open this box if you want.
Poisons
I would
are
not.
illegal here. I'll have you know.
We didn't manufacture it.
Then, all right.
This man opened a box, and he was assaulted by something inside it.
Okay. I'm sure there's something more to this. Start over. What the hell happened?
I'm gonna hold the box up to him. He opened this, and something came out and attacked him.
Oh, mother.
Well, don't open it, I guess. But what do you mean something came out? Like something physically came out and attacked him?
Something physically came out, yes.
Okay. So why do you have this?
I have no idea.
What do you mean you have no idea?
I did not come into the possession of this bot.
I will clarify because my friend is an idiot. We believe this box to be this man, so we thought we were returning it.
Okay, so why did he have it? Or why'd you think he had it? Better question.
Because it was in his cart, and we repaired it and brought the cart here.
Okay, so that's why you dragged this thing here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright,
It was
So-
for a good deed.
tell you what. Because I have a very big concern you're gonna do something. How about you hand me the box?
The box is mine.
What do you mean the box is yours?
Well, it's not yours.
Do you understand?
Okay, alright. So let me get this straight.
We were attempting to collect some form of recompense for getting his card.
Right, I get that. So,
This took the form of said recompense.
right. I understand. That I get. So you opened the box, and you just said it almost killed this man, correct?
Uh-huh.
So, why would you keep it?
Why do you want it?
Please, for the
Come
love
on,
of God,
my
hand it
God.
over. Please, for the love of God, hand it over. Please, for the love of God, hand it over. Clank, please hand it over. Please hand it over. Please hand it over. Please hand it over.
Alright.
Please hand it over. Please hand it over. Please hand it over. Please hand it over. Please hand it over.
Chris, please.
I believe Chris, whatever the fuck Chris's actual name is, Aldak,
Aldak.
has possession of the box. I never touched the thing.
You know, Mizuno, it's a beautiful day out here. I don't know why I was worried about that box. You know, I feel so much more at ease now. You know, even that dead fish smell is getting, you know, I'm getting used to it.
Tell you what,
Good.
we'll figure out what this is. I don't even think I want to keep this.
I am
Just-
telling you now. Do not
He
open the
points over
box.
to Ulgu. You said you're coming back here tomorrow, right? He's pointing over to Ulgu. Scythe.
Hmm?
It's guard's looking over you and just kind of yells at you like, "You're coming back here tomorrow, right?"
Yeah, should be why.
All right, you're gonna pick this up after we figure out what the fuck this is.
That would be unwise.
I'm not keeping it.
Do I have any guarantee that it won't come back to be damaged?
I don't know. Don't open it, I suppose. I'm not opening it. I'm gonna bring it to whoever can figure out what it is. Alright, and in the meantime, that's he motions one of the guards to pick up Tiberius. We'll clean this up. You I don't know, get out of here. You're causing a scene as he's pointing to the rest of the
I caused no
common
scene. I
folk.
had nothing to do with this.
just
I am not an actor or a performer.
first of all, yes, he's alive. Second of all, I think you know that's not what I meant.
Mm. But if I knew what you meant, why would I question it?
Just get out of my sight.
If you
Go.
give me
Get
5 gold, I will leave.
Get out.
Give me 5 gold and I will leave.
Why would I give you 5 gold?
I will stop annoying you.
I could just. I see. Just motions to the rest of the guards. These. Did you see what they have? Those are spears.
What does spear do to metal?
Whatever, figure it out at your own risk.
Can you just get him out of here?
Who?
Who do you think I mean? The machine.
Sure.
Thank you. All right. I'm going as the guard just walks away and goes back into the gatehouse.
You know, I think that,
man with me.
you know, Mizuno, I think you're right. I was worried about nothing. We're having a good day, you know. I am sorry that I almost got kicked out of the city. There's no way our compatriots could do something like what I did. I completely acted out of character. That's my apology.
Shut the fuck up, Six.
I'm gonna sneeze again.
Speak far too many
Why
words.
am I sneezing?
I-
Jeez.
I don't know. Are you
I think
okay?
you're right, Aldak. Blah, 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 blah. I think
Aldak,
you're. Excuse me.
you're
I think
okay.
you're right, Cassian. Excuse me. I don't know why I keep sneezing though. Yikes! But it's beautiful out here, like you said.
It
so.
is, and I'm sorry I acted out of character. It's on.
Hey, don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us.
We're heading to the docks, correct? Can you tell me more about this?
I'm as clueless as you are. Unless you're asking,
I'm asking Thorn about the docks and about the cathedral and what his task is.
Well, give me one moment. We're gonna get to that.
Of course, I wanted to, banter at Chris.
No,
and
I
Scythe
get
him
you. All right. So,
Love it.
as the guards kind of motions you to move away, and another guard goes to pick up Tiberius, the rest of them seem to give you a bit of a stink eye until you start leaving. So, Clank, Aldak, and Ulgu, what are you guys gonna do?
Arrest the guards for more gold.
God.
poor Chris is probably foaming at the mouth right now.
I have been instructed by the Beast Man and Oldak to follow them. So by the sounds of it, we are going to catch up with the Mizuno and Cassian, and do not talk about the box. We just gave the box back to Old Mate and then disappeared forever.
Alright. So after a while, Ethan kind of guide Mizuno and Cassian over down to the kind of sandy shores outside of Grand Huron. In the distance, you can see a very decrepit wooden dock, and it seems to be a rather large group of people, maybe about 8, 9, not large per se, gathered at the base of the dock. Ethan kind of stops for a moment and then looks around. It's like, oh, looks like the black ship isn't here quite yet. If you want to sit, we can. As he kind of motions to the sand.
Cool. So, I do have a question, Athon, and I hope you don't find it too taboo.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about the afterlife?
Oh, see, kind of looks.
I know.
That's
I know it's different due to different gods and goddesses and people who worship different people, but what is your take on it?
Oh, there isn't. At least for me, there is no afterlife for me.
Oh, because you'll be in service to your god, correct?
I suppose, if you want to call it that. Tell you what, he kind of does this little weird flicking motion in your direction. You want to get more information? Why not come with me to the temple?
The temple is on the island, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I would if I wasn't already indebted to House Lascadas, plus someone has to keep these,
I'm sure the Consulas can wait if you'd like to get some more answers.
Well, I'm only asking because I wasn't very religious up until I found myself on that slavish ship, but
That was 2 days ago.
I know that a lot can happen within 2 days.
And he's got a point.
It's fair, but still.
I didn't find myself too religious up until then, but even before I found myself on that slaver ship and I was being transported to it, do you think that some spirits can get lost on their way to the afterlife?
Sure. Depends
well,
if Demeter's.
You're not here.
Slut.
You're not
Hey,
here.
Slut. Not here. God. Well, suppose it depends. I mean, I never really lived my life in preparation for one, so this isn't really a question I've thought about, but I've spoken to a lot of people. When I used to be a bleak walker, many of them would pray about their souls being in service to Shafed. You know, eventually becoming visions, if that makes sense. I'm sure it doesn't. Don't worry, it doesn't explain much to me either. But I suppose a soul isn't exactly any view it to be an immutable thing, an infinite thing that doesn't exactly have that isn't able to be altered in any way. But I don't know if I exactly believe that. don't know. Depends on who's at. Depends on what your view of the world is, I suppose. I don't really know how to answer that. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's discussion in a sense. It's questions I'm
Oh, so
throwing
just
out there to the wind. Yes.
idle chat, more
Yeah.
or less.
In a sense, it's been on my mind because
Well, if it puts your mind at ease, one of the reasons I was heading home was sea elves have a tradition. We have a reef that we go to, and I wanted to put my parents' remains back from whence they came.
hmm
I wasn't born on the reef, but it just seems fitting that I would be able to do that for them.
of course.
Where's the cigarette?
I'm only asking because
There it is.
I'm a bit of a scientist myself, and a scientist of the arcane.
Willem Dafoe.
You're not here. I'm glad you caught that though. But
Fucking mute.
other than my siblings, I didn't
Any
really
more
study the arcane as much as they did. None of us became clerics or paladins. We all became either fighters due to our aunt, or sorcerers and wizards due to our mother. But religion was never a solid load-bearing in our lives. And now I've come to the theory that what if one soul can get lost on the way to the afterlife and inhabit a body that, while similar to their own, isn't theirs? What if the soul is the only thing powering the husk of a vessel that is
Yes,
the
what you're
human or
referring
physical
to is
body?
a wraith.
You're
Scythe.
not here.
Dude, come on.
Did anybody hear anything?
I'm hearing a pigeon.
Oh, cool.
But it's a theory that's crossed my mind a few times, especially after all this talk of religion and everything like that.
I suppose that's fair. It's natural, especially in, moments of extreme peril. If that makes any sense. I've always lived my life knowing exactly what would happen to me, so I can't. I can't exactly
relate.
So I'm
I
sorry.
know a
that I'm not-
similar feeling, to be absolutely honest. In a way, I'm kind of a fish out of water. I kind of chuckled to myself.
Good pun. Very good pun,
But-
Mizuno.
Literally, yeah.
Well, the thing is, at 10, I went into the. I think I already told you, but when I was the firstborn of my parents, and at the age of 10, well, I was not really drafted, but brought in to the Marines.
So you were a child soldier.
Oh no, you don't actually start fighting or doing anything till like 17 or 18. It's more so of a kind of like a squireship, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But training, discipline, that sort of stuff. But
Well, I can't relate to that. Whenever I was 10, I was learning how to present myself at a dinner table and how to learn the laws of different lands that I've never been to before.
honestly, don't take this the wrong way, but I think I'd prefer getting beaten every now and again than that.
It was well. I mean, there are some comparisons. If I didn't have my proper utensils on the right side of the plate per se at the dinner table, then while my mother and my father were both busy doing diplomacy, we had teachers that would come in and they would smack me with a switch on the hand.
Yeah, but I got to hit people back.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But this is the first time in my life that I haven't really had a direction.
A what?
It's weird. A direction.
Oh, I thought you said something else. Continue.
No, it's just, well, again, I was honorably discharged because my family's dead. And, well, that was my family and my other family. So the only real thing I can do right now is Well, keep going. Sometimes the only thing you can do.
Well, seems like we can both find that on our way through our adventures, but Islan, I can commend him on having a direction and knowing exactly what's going to happen to him. Most people aren't really content with that.
Well, I could say I've benefited from about a couple hundred years of this, but
I forgot, you are very old. I forgot.
yes, I am.
A couple
Yes,
centuries.
indeed.
You have to be very smart to live that long.
Sure. After a little bit, you can hear some more footsteps crunching in the sand, and behind you are Aldak, Clank, and Ulgu.
Oh, hello.
We approach the beach.
Hello. How did we give all that stuff back to Tiberius? What was
Sure
the
did.
box given back?
Yep.
Insight check.
Sure was.
Come on, you can't just insight check him.
Well, no, because I'm concerned about the box.
All
But
right.
the box was given back.
returned.
Tell you what, all three of you, roll me in deception and then 6 roll me insight.
I'm
Just
not
for
even
the
trying
means.
to deceive him. I told him he got the box.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
I know. I just want to make sure it's good.
Okay. Well, I guess it's not exactly. You're not exactly lying to him.
I'm not. I'm just
Yeah.
omitting certain facts. If he asks about it, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
As long as the box is within safe hands and not in the hands of any ill-intended folk, then I guess I shouldn't worry about anything.
Told you, nothing to worry about.
Ethan kind of pipes up. Oh, yes, yeah.
That is lying.
Oh? What do you mean?
Whoever said that,
What?
I don't know if that was in or out of character. Whoever said nothing to worry about, that is lying.
No, that was Mizuno. We have nothing to worry about. The box was given back, correct? If it was
Ethan
given
kinda-
back to Tiberius, then we have
no
nothing to
idea what happened. So.
Exactly. It's on. Pass me that Corona light. Pass that to me. I'm gonna enjoy my time on the beach.
Kind of waves the rest of you guys off. Yeah. He's listening. So he's listening intently to all deck. After he hears this story, he just kind of starts laughing for a little bit and really trying to hold it in before he just starts bursting out laughing.
What's
Ah.
funny, holy man?
How the hell did you even find that? Alright. So you said lead, right? Like a lead plate?
A lead
I have no
plate.
clue.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a curse tablet. That's a fun one.
A cursed tablet. Excuse me.
Well, they're old. I'll have you know. So I've got stay out. Well, I mean, do we need to? I mean, I can explain it to the rest of them, right? That's not like. Oh, is this why you were whispering to me? Oh, I shouldn't have said anything.
Oldak,
Oh.
can you
Well, hold on. You can't be rude. Look, I mean, if you want me to hide it, you gotta like tell me, man. I
I'm
can't, like-
intrigued. I kind of look up from sitting in the
All right, so a curse tablet's an old thing, very old. Before some people say before laws were a thing, almost 2,000 years ago. A popular thing to do whenever someone would slight you would be to take a lead tablet and inscribe a curse on it. What we called witches, they'd usually called judges, would then curse the tablet, and someone would throw it down a well, and it would eventually curse somebody. If a tablet wasn't thrown down a well, the curse would build up and up and up, and then get a little dangerous. And that seems like what you found.
Sounds intriguing.
So we found
Yeah,
a
that's
cursed
fun.
tablet.
So as he looks over all deck, so is the guy okay? I mean, he looked at it. That's kind of scary. I mean, if you guys are okay as well, I'm assuming you are.
Would you mind putting that down in writing? Do you have any sort of seal or stamp or a
What?
special signature?
Oh, as he kind of like looks through his pouch. I'm sure I do. Give me one moment.
Okay, because I need you to sign this. Oh, he's gonna like produce a piece of.
Is that a waiver?
No, it's a section of. It's a wax tablet that he can use to write in this, what he just told us, put a seal on it, and that should be official enough for me to get it back from the guards.
Oh, that's smart.
So, I've got one of these. As he pulls out a little, like, kind of a little wooden handle with a felt thing at the end. You put it. I got this when I was in Tenok. You put this in ink, and it puts down a symbol. It's actually really cool. As he kind of just starts, as he takes the wax tablet from you and starts using a little bit of a what looks to be a very tiny little knife-like thing to write into the tablet.
And I'll give him a small scrap of cloth, and you can stamp with that, or on that.
Okay. As he grabs the cloth, he then just stamps down onto the cloth. That should be good. But you're not gonna get arrested or anything, are you?
Are you legally? Do you have any legal?
Immunities?
Well, better question. Hold on. Why am I
gravitas.
not stamping? Well, I guess I can't really stamp the tablet, can I? Well,
No,
hold on.
That's why.
Now I'm a little concerned you're gonna use the stamp for something else.
It's for the guards so that they can believe what this information you just told me is true. If you want, I can present this stamp to you again, and you can take it and/or burn it.
Okay. Just don't like rob someplace and use this to get out of there. Okay. Just kind of, as he hands you back the tablet and the cloth.
I'm going to go back to the guard station and retrieve this tablet.
Well, hold on. Before you want to leave, I mean, the ship's about to arrive. If you want to stay, it's a bit of an event. You'd like to see it.
What ship?
The black ship. Oh, and the curse, by the way, is not like it's different. Who knows? No one can really read the tablets anymore. It's a very old language. But usually when they're not left in a well, they just filled up with magic to the point where they'll just do lots of things.
I'm entirely I'm now aware of that, but I have an idea.
Well, sorry, no, I just meant because of Beldak. Whenever he was asking, yeah, I've seen, I've heard actually one curse tablet. Whenever someone looked at it for too long, it actually set them on fire. So, I suppose the effects are different.
Yeah,
So-
this one was attacked by some sort of squid.
Squid.
What? A squid?
Tentacles.
What?
What?
Didn't tentacles come out of the fucking box?
No, it was just
Started
screaming.
screaming.
Yeah, it started screaming.
There was a mention of tentacles.
No, there wasn't.
Yes,
Did
there
I?
were. Do not lie to me. There was
We're
a mention.
not- I'm not lying to you.
Tentacles.
Dude, I have a VOD.
There wasn't a mention of tentacles.
I never heard tentacles.
I never heard tentacles either.
I mean, it could just be that we were all just going insane and Scythe is right here, but I really doubt. But I'm leaning towards the fact that I didn't say tentacles. I might have said tentacles on accident, but I really doubt
Somebody said tentacles came out and like grabbed his head.
No. He said he was grabbing the
No.
side of his head because he was screaming and something was fucking hurting his head whenever that box was opened.
it. Anyways,
Whatever.
Aethon's gonna look around. Well, yes, the black ship's gonna arrive. If you'd like to, even possibly accompany me, I'm sure you haven't been to the island.
Is there a gift shop?
Sure.
I have a theory to test, so I will come.
No.
So, we allowed a cursed tablet to not be in our possession, mind you, but it is still out there. That is hilarious, but frightening at the same
Oh.
time. I fucking told you so.
I'm sure it can't be that bad. I mean,
No one likes a know-it-all.
Well,
who ended up with the tablet? As he
yeah,
looks
yeah.
over it?
Who ended up with it?
A collection of guards who are asking too many inconvenient questions.
Oh god, they're incompetent. Oh no.
That
Bad.
captain seems to know what he's doing.
You didn't.
What? Aldak, with all due respect, it seems like your city guard is a bit, or at least the newbies are a bit incompetent.
That tends to be the case with amateurs, yes.
Thank you.
All right. Aethon's gonna Ethan just kind of looks around. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's gonna. Oh, actually, as he kind of looks over at the water, looks like things are about to change. Suddenly, you start seeing a large mass of fog build up between you and at least the mountain itself. You can see the mountain in the distance, and even though it seems, well, even as it seems close, it seems the wall of fog is starting to build up. Slowly, what seems to be the bow, like a pitch black bow, starts to crack through the fog, and a sailless ship seems to emerge from the fog and into the waters. The water around the ship starts to turn a very emerald green, and the fog starts to recede. There's one man standing near the bow in pitch black robes. You can't see his face as the tattered robes kind of blow in the distance. The group of people by the dock, some distance in front of you, start to stand up from the sands. You can start to hear kind of like little muffled sobbing in the distance as one man starts to hug the rest of the people there. It's an older man. He approaches the end of the dock and starts to disrobe. Suddenly, a small dinghy starts to raise up out of the water next to the dock. It's just usual, regular brown wood with a lantern tied to the front. Ethan looks at the rest of you and says, "Well, looks like it's our time. If you'd like to join me."
Let's see why
In
not.
what precisely?
Well, I mean, if you'd like to just come to the cathedral, it doesn't necessarily have to be anything more than that. Accompany me up the stairs if you would.
Sure.
When it's return ship,
As soon as you'd like to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Clank will come with.
Are we?
Clank has to test theory.
Seems interesting, I suppose.
I guess we're going with.
Okay. Okay.
Wait.
I have no wish to disrobe if this is going to be part of the ritual.
No, it's a cultural thing. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure of it myself.
Were we not going to go get the small box?
I mean,
Apparently,
it's safe here.
How much damage could it possibly cause in one night?
Right, and I mean, is he going to open it?
Probably
We told
not.
him not to.
Well, then I'm
But-
sure he'll be fine.
It's probably fine.
it's not like the whole town could possibly, I don't know, get cursed or anything. It's fine.
No,
Let's go.
actually, it's not. It's not a propagating curse.
It's good. Let's go. It's not like they could possibly blow up the entire city or cause anything that could cause massive damage. It's fine. Let's go.
No, it can't. It's not that kind of thing.
As Ethan starts walking towards the beach, you can see the man by the dock as he's completely disrobed and sat inside of the boat. Through no motion of his own, the boat begins to slowly set off towards the black ship as it seems the rest of his family, or at least the people around him, have almost completely broken down into tears. Few of them are left standing and dry-eyed, and the man itself doesn't look back and just continues towards the black ship. Soon as the rest of you head towards the shore, not to the dock, but a little to the sands to the right of it, a pitch black boat, a dinghy once again, but much different than the previous one, pulls out, emerges out of the water. Ethan steps forward and into it, and sits down on one of the front benches. He motions to the rest of you to take up a seat.
I'll sit in the dead middle.
As shall I. Clank sits in middle.
Yeah, I guess I'll sit with them.
No, too cramped.
It's probably
Where are the seats? Because like my head blanked out for a second.
I'm
Alright, well,
sitting
those
in the direct middle because if Clank or I sit anywhere else, we're going to jeopardize the stability of the boat.
Whatever free seats are available. That isn't
It's a
gonna.
bit of a longer dinghy. There's 3 benches. You can fit about 2 people on the bench. The back, middle, and front.
Then I'll sit in the front one then.
All right, you're going to be sitting next to Ethan. Ethan.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess Aldak will be kind of standing in the dinghy, just letting you know it's going to be very uncomfortable. And I guess Mizuno's going to be in the back with him. Whomst? Oh, you
Big
slut!
dumb nerds.
You slut! You finally appeared!
Oh, shut up. You don't get to reply at 6:50 at night and say I appeared.
Yeah, I do actually.
No,
Yeah.
you don't.
You missed
because
a
you said you
lot
can do
so far.
9:30 as long as your plans don't drastically change.
And then you guys didn't respond and say we were actually doing anything.
Yeah, and
I
I
changed my
also said,
plans.
You
And
bitch.
I also said that it was an accident, my fault. And I said, if it shafted some plans, I'm sorry. But you could have also said something there. I don't know if you were even available.
No,
but
I
whatever.
wasn't. 'Cause
Anyway.
I was doing the plans.
Anyways, you're probably gonna have to sit and listen for a little bit.
It's
All right.
wasn't it
not
resolved
looking to
yesterday that
play,
we
I
were
was
doing
just-
something?
Saying.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the session is almost over at this point.
We got like another 40 minutes, I think. We've been going on for like 2 hours 20 minutes.
What?
Yeah. Anyways, I mean, again, we can always end it earlier if you guys need to. So, as you get on the boat, Ethan kind of looks at the rest of you, and yeah, what's up, Chris? Yeah, I mean, we can have you guys go off on the boat. Yeah, I mean, if you really need to, we can end a little early, and I can just say we can head off onto the boat. I know I'm guessing it's gonna late for some of you, so if you guys want to end, then we can.
I mean, I'm fine.
Scythe?
I don't care.
I was like, 'cause right now we've been going for like close to 2.5 hours. We usually do like 3.
Yeah.
We're gonna end
We'll
like
just-
under 3.
just for a little bit longer, and then we can go ahead and end it there. Anyways, so Ethan kind of looks at the rest of you, and suddenly the boat starts moving in on its own. The dinghy starts heading towards the black ship, and in the distance you can see another whole host of small dinghies also heading towards the black ship. It seems that there are a lot of small docks plastered around the shoreline, all heading towards the same ship. After maybe about 10-15 minutes of rowing, for quite some distance, the dinghies finally reach the black ship, and a rope ladder is let down for the rest of you to climb. Ethan starts to climb up, and then looks down for the rest of you.
I guess I'll start climbing up as well.
Okay. As you all end up onto the deck of the black ship, it's dismal, to say the least. There is just, you can see a whole horde of naked men and women standing on the deck, looking at least a little lost. Most of them are older, some of them are injured. Surrounding them and kind of corralling them down to the decks, you can see these same black-robed figures without any sort of distinctive features besides the robes themselves. No, not quite. Well, I suppose they're all dying, so that's why they're here.
Are we not all dying? Just at different speeds. Well,
I
actually,
suppose so.
except for me.
What? I mean, don't you?
Eternal life forever.
Okay. So he kind of looks around. Well, I suppose you don't necessarily need to go with them if you'd like to. So he kind of points to the sparse conditions on the deck. Make yourself comfortable, I suppose.
We shouldn't be too long, Clank.
We don't have
Oh.
to get naked, right?
No,
I'm
no,
not.
don't worry.
I'm coming to vibe, as they say.
Are you going to
What does
pass?
that even mean?
Are you going to pass the vibe check, Clank?
I always do,
Of
apparently.
course, of course.
There needs to be a vibe saving throw.
No, I'm telling you, whenever we get our wizard back, I need to talk to him about developing a detect vibes spell. I promise you, it will help loads in the long run.
Ethan just kind of stares back at you. What does that even mean?
You know, since we have some time until we get to the cathedral, I'll tell you all about it. Fade to black.
Alright, I know that was only like a couple minutes afterwards, but I mean, this is pretty much a good time to like stop in the meantime, I suppose.